Good morning, lovely people. So it's Suze from Crowfire Soul crafting from the soul. So you've seen this piece a couple of times. We did the ugly stage piece, and then I threw the kitchen sink at it, just like, yeah, I'm going to stick that on it. I'm going to stick that. So I've been working with my lucette more using this type of yarn. And I love the way that braids up because it's really lacy and pretty. And this piece needed some bright colours on it, I felt. So it's not finished. The only bit that doesn't make a lot of sense is the blue to me. But I'd wanted to put that on, so it's on. But yeah, I'm quite liking it. I'm just literally adding a lot of long bullion stitches. I think I've done I don't seem to have done any cast on bullions on here. No, I think they're just bullion. Oh, there's a little cast on, a little small crinkly. Yeah, and just adding lots of French knots now. So I'll just keep going, and I'll probably cover a lot of these spaces. I don't know, I might need a bit of, might leave a little black around the edge on this one. Yeah, not sure. I don't really care. I'm just literally playing, and I'm enjoying it. So I just pick a colour and it goes on, and it's just, yeah. I've done a bit of running stitch. I need to do a lot more of that. And yeah, mostly just been playing with this. It wasn't a idea or how I just wanted to use these that I'd done with how did I do them? I did freehand crochet, freeform crochet, I think that was, yeah. And then those bits, yeah, so that's that. But while I'm doing that, I just got the urge to make a slow stitch book. So I cut up some, well, I didn't, I ripped up some calico, which is my favourite base for anything. Anyway, I just love calico. So what I thought was I'd get 2 pieces of calico like that. And then I'd work on them. So I'd work on that, and then I'd work on that, or the other way round. So I'd work on that, and then I'd work on that, and then eventually I would sew them together so that I can't see all the stitching. I do like seeing all the stitching. So on this piece, I love it. I love all the mess. I love the fact that it looks so messy, and then you look at that and, well, maybe that looks messy to some people anyway. But you know what I mean. It's, there's a reason for that looking like that, whereas that is just the consequence of doing that. So but sometimes I want to hide the back stitches, so that's what I've decided to do. So I cut up some felt to make a cover, and I just ended up with this. I cut it all wonky, which I wanted, and then I just had these pieces where I'd cut out, so these square felt pieces, and I then used some die cuts and cut out, and I had some bunnies, so I thought I'm going to stick the bunnies on. So it's a bit random, but I just quite enjoyed doing it. I haven't really finished it. I've done really, really bad blanket stitch. Just, again, it's really wonky. I'm not great at stitching perfectly anyway. I mean, the back side is a bit better. I've got finished there. but the front side I used single thread and then double thread and single thread again. And then I've put on a big strip of calico to make the spine. So that folded in and then went on the inside. I possibly will cover these. I don't know what I'm going to do on the back. Anyway, so I'd made this and then I went like that and thought, oh my God, that's ridiculous. It's just it's stupid. I like a bigger cover, but that's just not working. So then I was like, okay, so I've started a cover. So that'll have to be something. Now I need another cover. So I made a bit smaller one. It's still not really that. Do you know, it doesn't even look that much smaller. That's ridiculous. I should have cut it up again a bit smaller. So I've done the same. I've done a nice strip of calico. So, oh, that hasn't caught there. I might have to do a couple more stitches on that. And then I had these little offcut pieces. So I just stitched them on. Did some lovely stitching, and I've done the blanket stitch again because I was really quite enjoying that. Maybe it's a bit neater actually. Maybe that bit isn't. I think that's where I started another bit. It is actually a bit neater. I quite like it anyway. I don't care if it's never. I don't work neat. So, and they'll go in there, and I'll stitch them in once. I don't know if that's going to be a whole signature. So obviously I've got the 2 pages are going to go together. I might do 3 signatures. So I might do it like that. I'm not sure. Or I might put them all together as one signature. And I have started one piece. These were a bit off-cut bits, so I just put it on. And I think this is what I'm going to do with this. I think I'm just going to just find little bits of fabric and stitch them on and just do some stitching. And I think it's going to be quite random. I'm not going for anything specific, I don't think. I haven't got a theme. I haven't got a colour theme. Normally, if I haven't got a theme, I normally do have a colour theme. But with this, I haven't. So they'll be stitched together in the end. And I have to make sure that I work on the right sides. So obviously, if I worked on that side, that's going to be stitched to that. So I have to make sure that one, I work on the back side, front side, and one I work on the inside. So outside, inside. Yeah, maybe that, if I get that in my head. Outside, inside. So I'll do stitching on that and whatever I add to that. I haven't even, you know, I've got loads to stitch on. Some might be minimal, some might be my sort of style of throwing the kitchen sink at it. Maximalist I am. Yeah, I'm not a minimalist. This is quite minimal, this cover for me. That is quite, you know, I do like it, but I feel that I need colour on it. I was like, oh, I'll just do it black and cream, because the calico is more cream than white, and I like it. I do really like it, but for me it's like, oh my God, I've got to stick some colour on that. I need some, whereas that, obviously I use that horrendously bright green, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. It is so neon, it's just mad. So then I had this and thought, oh my God. And my friend sent me some fabric. She sent me some 3 meters of this blue and 3 meters of the red, because she just thought she wasn't going to use it. So I thought, oh, I'll just do the same then. I'll cut up the fabric and I'll have it as 2 pieces together. And so I ripped all this up and then realized that it was way too big. So it looks fine until you get them all in, and then it's just going to be too big. So I was like, oh God. So now I've got fabric that is massive. So now I need another cover. And then I cut these to a better size. So yeah, so I think I'm going to have 3 slow stitch books on the go, and then I can just dip in and out. The only thing with these being blue is you know, I thought I could use it like as the background, so I'll probably end up putting my calico on top and stitching on that, and I'll see how that goes to whether I actually do stitch I have got 2 pages for each page, 2 pieces for each page to do the same as the other one, but I don't know if I'm going to do that, because if I'm sticking calico on the top it might end up being too bulky. So we'll just see, but I'll just do random whatever comes into my head. I've got some fabric. I could just chop up a load of fabric and just do, like, you know, little bits. I don't think I've got any small little bits of fabric to use up other than the ones that I'm using for my runic dolls, which I still haven't even done anything to. I've been a bit preoccupied as well because I keep looking at this room and it is just it's so small for everything I've got in it, and I can't get to things, so I feel like doing some pyrography, and I've got to lift up hundreds of boxes to get to my pyrography stuff, or I want to do some clay stuff and I've got to lift up tons to get to that. So I've looked online. I've found a cupboard, like a pantry cupboard thing, that I've seen people use for a craft cupboard, because the actual craft cupboards you can buy, they're just way too expensive for me to even think about. So I thought, well, this pantry cupboard might work really well. So it means I'll get rid of I've got a coloured like filing cabinet, one with all coloured drawers, but although there's a lot of drawers, they're very shallow. I can't get a lot of things in them. So I might give that to the husband to go in his shed. He can put his fishing stuff, bits and bobs and whatever in it, or screws and whatever men put in their cupboards in their sheds. So, and that'll fit then in the space that I've got. And it's not very tall, so it should be able to get other stuff on. I've got 2 trolleys, and one trolley's all bent and buckled, which does my head in. It's got all my paint on it, all my acrylic paint for my gel printing and stuff. So I might take everything off that trolley, put that all in the cupboard, so it'll be like a paint cupboard. I have all my paints in, and then I can get to them easy enough, and I won't buy duplicate paint that I've already got, and paint goes off. So and then I can still put stuff on top of it, so I can still put my tubs on top that have got other bits in. So I'm preoccupied with that, really. Yeah, I still I haven't, this was on my other channel. This is my little spring doll, but I haven't even stuffed her yet, so she needs stuffing and sewing up. Yeah, so I got to finish that. I need to finish that as well, so I don't know, that might be on the cards for today. And yeah, so that, oh, and I bought some wood pieces that I want to do some pyrography, and I managed to find to rearrange some of my tubs so I could put my pyrography stuff on the top one, so I can get to that easy enough. And I've been playing around with some clay, some air dry clay instead of my polymer clay. I've been doing bits and pieces with that, but a lot of that will be on my other channel because it's rune stuff and things, so that yeah, that'll be over there. Yeah, so that's me. So I hope you're all good. Hope you all had a lovely weekend. We're coming up to another weekend. Oh my god, I don't even know. It's Thursday. I think it's a Thursday. Is it Thursday? I think it's Thursday. Oh my goodness, don't even know what day of week it is. Anyway, so love and blessings to you all, and I will keep you informed with these slow stitch books. I've got to make another cover for that one. I think I'll just use the black felt again, and yeah, I'm going to need a much bigger piece for that, so I'll get that. Would have made a nice cover, wouldn't it? It won't fit them in though. No, I'd need bigger. That would make quite, well, it wouldn't really because it's wonky shape, but sometimes I think, like, you know, if you could change them into something instead of it being like a wall hanging. But anyway, so that's me, and I shall see you in the next one, probably with some more updates on these and how you know, because I haven't done a lot yet. So I'll make the other cover. I might make the other cover on video for those ones, and do some stitching on these. So yeah, that should keep me very busy. I haven't finished my other slow stitch book that I started a couple of years ago, year ago, don't know, because I got really bored with it because I didn't do it exactly how I wanted it to be. It didn't work out, but I will finish it because yeah, some of the pages are lovely, unless I chop it up, and or maybe I could actually, because that is blue and purple. Maybe I could cut up the pages and actually sew them on these. I might have to have a look at that. So anyway, I'm going to go. Love and blessings. Said it about 5 times now. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.